In the course of this video, we will start by giving a very brief introduction of our hotel, before moving on to the analysis of our hotel and of its facilities over the 4 quarters. We will then move on to a performance review of our hotel divided into 4 quarters respectively, and we will finish off by giving some brief recommendations as to what we could have improved.
Our hotel is a 4-star full-service hotel, 8 years old, in the city center with a waterfront site. The rooms are full of charm and unpretentious luxury. The rooms also have a synergy of technology and comfort. In terms of the facilities, the hotel has 2,000 square feet of conference and event space for up to 200 people. There's a small pool and outdoor recreation area. In total, there's 250 guest rooms, counting 200 standard rooms, 50 premium rooms. There's also 1 restaurant with 125 seats and a bar that seats 50. In terms of the services offered, there's room service, laundry and dry cleaning, in-room digital entertainment, a free parking ramp, and national and international digital telephone service. We will now be talking about the refurbishment planning in our hotel. We have divided into categories the different areas of our hotel, just to be able to show the different contracts of cleaning services and of renovations that we have done. We actually didn't do any renovation in our hotel. We only have contracted some cleaning services throughout the year. We also have done some soft goods redo. Our main area was to actually start some soft goods redo and at the same time, at the same start, to contract some cleaning services, which actually made no sense as the soft goods redo was being made. We will now be talking about the refurbishment cost per category throughout the year. We have divided it into colors and categories in order to be able to display which area we spent most of our money on. Overall, throughout the year, the refurbishment annual total cost of our hotel decreased. We can say this using the trend line in our graph. It shows also that there's a peak between the month of July and August. If we now divide into 2 semesters, starting with the first one, we really see decrease and the trend line showing it. We also have put a slope in order to be able to identify if the overall decrease was bigger in the first or the second semester. Now that we move to the second semester, we can see that the coefficient of the slope is greater in the second semester, which actually tells us that the decrease was even higher at the end of the year in the last semester.
In regards to market segments, we decided to focus on transient guests as well as discounted guests by offering them the highest rates, and it paid off. Our revenue increased consistently from quarter 1 to quarter 3, and our gross operating profit increased from 36% to 43% over that period of time. One of the things that we can take away from this analysis is that each market segment seems to have a consistent contribution to the total revenue generated by our hotel. Transient guests generated between 25 and 26% of our total revenue, while discounted guests generated between 30 and 34%. This shows a very consistent trend for the contribution of each market segment. It also shows that we were right to focus on these 2 market segments, as they ended up the most profitable segments. Another highlight is the surprising contribution of large groups who brought back between 14 and 15% of the total revenue. It is also the 3rd most profitable market segment, indicating we could have chosen to focus on it as an improvement. Looking back on our 4th quarter, however, our revenue decreased by 17%. While this may be due to our competition offering more attractive rates, this could also have been caused by our following analysis focal point: channel management systems.
We'll now take a look at the price value map of the month of March, June, September, and December. For the month of March, we see that we are perceived as a higher quality and also having a higher price than most of our competitors. It is due to the fact that we did a lot of investment in the refurbishment. Going to the month of June, we had less investments in refurbishment because of our small errors in taking some soft goods redo and also contract cleaning services. It decreased therefore our quality, and we had to decrease our price, become more centered towards the competition. Now moving to the month of September, investments just started but not finished yet. So therefore, there's an impact that's not yet happening. We also have a decreased quality and a decreased price. Now moving to the month of December, the renovation made in month prior made us increase a little bit of the price, but we remained with stable quality. We will now talk about the satisfaction and reputation scores. We did this graph by following all the reputation scores that we received throughout the year. We used different colors to display the fact that at the beginning of the year, we were more in the green, more in the positive way, moving towards a more yellow, orange, and red to the end of the year, meaning that we didn't actually improve our satisfaction score according to the bad investments we made to and with the refurbishment area. Using now a graph and trend lines, we actually see the decrease in terms of a line.
So for the weekdays and weekends occupancy rates, first of all, from the graph, we can see that in the first quarter, we have encountered the lowest occupancy rates for both weekdays and weekends in comparison to the whole year performance. The reason behind that was we have set our room rates too high in the first quarter and did not have enough customers for demand to generate profit. Moreover, in the beginning of the year, our main facilities such as fitness room, lobby bars, these all took time from 1 to 2 months to complete the implementation. Therefore, in the first quarter, we do not have enough advantage to attract our customers. From the second quarter, we have changed our pricing strategy. We did not 100% following our competitors' moves, and we decreased our room rate, and it did improve our occupancy rate. Especially in the third quarter, in July and August, we have reached our highest occupancy rate over the year to nearly 82%, and also improved a lot in the gross operating profit. And for the revenue, we have always generated more revenue over weekends until the fourth quarter, because we focused on transient segments over weekends and spent more advertising expenses here. However, in the fourth quarter, we noticed that our occupancy rate was in a decline. After our analysis, we have found out that we could have made some more renovations in the third quarter in order to keep our market values for customers, and could have stopped the decline occupancy rate in the fourth quarter as well. So from this, we can see that customers are price sensitive, and it is really important to adjust our pricing strategy. Instead of 100% following our competitors' moves, we should analyze our hotel's own situation, because under competition-based strategy, we never know if our competitors are right or wrong. Therefore, it is essential to keep in mind that we should notice our customers' needs and wants, and then to develop our own strengths and advantages, such as renovations or input more facilities and service, and to attract customers and then increase our occupancy rate in general for both weekdays and weekends.
So now I'm going to briefly talk about the overall performance of the year and Hotel Taking 6. As you can see, the revenue was increasing from the beginning of the year to October, when the revenue is slowly dropping down. This basically reflects to our profit as well, meaning that our profit is followed by our revenue, since our expenses mainly remain stable. Our revenue is going down because we are not performing in a high quality compared to those of our competitors, and we are charging higher prices, so customers would more likely go to other hotels that have better quality and a cheaper price. Nevertheless, we were not really earning profit in the first year because we believe by investing our facilities such as fitness center, retail shops, tour decks, and valet parking, we can earn our revenue back within a few couple of years. Our revenue is going down because we are not performing in a higher quality comparing to our competitors, and we are charging higher price as well. So customers would more likely go to other hotels that have better quality and a cheaper price. Nevertheless, we were not really earning profit in the first year because we believe by investing on facilities such as fitness center, retail shops, tour decks, and valet parking, we can earn our revenue back within a few couple of years. We started from a cost-based price strategy in the first quarter because we just entered a new market and we are setting rates from which we think was the most profitable. On the other hand, during the second quarter, we decided to change to a competition-based price strategy because we want to judge our performance by simply making our price similar to our competitors. In quarter 3 and 4, while still competition-based, we adjust a little bit of the price depending on the price elasticity for groups and transient segments in order to earn a huger profit. As a result, we will use our first year data to forecast not only the occupancy for next year, but also other factors such as the walk-ins, cancellations, and length of stay in order to lead to a better customer's satisfaction value and an increase in our revenue as well. Last but not least, we should continue to follow up with the performance and pricing strategy of our competitors and bring more values to our customers will enable us to stay competitive.
For the recommendation, we have better understanding of our customers' booking patterns and hotel performance. The main problem is our ADR at the beginning is too high and cause our occupancy in January and February are too low. In the short term, we should adjust our prices based on the demand and the price-value map, not just only focus on the competitors. As for the weekday and weekend, we should analyze the prices more precisely and adjust our prices accordingly. Our ROI, to be honest, is quite low, and we need to improve a lot. In the future, our goal is to get our ROI achieved at around 10%. In the long term, our guest satisfaction part doing quite good. We should remain it and constantly refurbishment. But we can focus more on visible trends like seasonality, special events, and so on to improve our revenue and adjust our hotel strategy accordingly. Most importantly, we should pay more attention on groups, especially large groups. For example, we can build more group proposals in low demand season to increase our revenue. And in fact, it is also very beneficial for us to build long-term relationship with group to bring us more interest in the future.
Thank you very much for your attention. We are the Thinking Six.